everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land. Welcome to the first session of New Embrace Thursday campaign. Well, this is something that I've been building up to for a while now. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope. My camera angle's a little odd. 1 second. Let's get that. Is that better? Is that better? Yeah, there we go. I'm not just a neck and a head, I promise you. But, anyways, welcome! This is going to be a lot of fun. For any of you who have seen this channel for a long time, or viewed it back before we became affiliate, the New Embrace campaign setting is something I've been working on for 4 years now. It is a very in-depth world with a lot of information and a lot of things that happen inside of it. It has a linear progression system for 4 basic story arcs that are very easy to understand and run as a dungeon master with detailed NPCs and everything else alongside of it as well. I'm hoping by the end of the 5th year of me working on this, I can actually have it finite, edited, and possibly even uploaded onto the DM's Guild or some other supplement. But in the meantime, we will be playing through it with a assortment of my players. Now, we have a few people. Everybody is from a different game except my one buddy, who I've known for a few years now. We're good friends. He played in New Embrace once before, so he's the only one that has a little bit of background knowledge on this world. But going down the list, we have Gunseer playing with us. You might know him from the Sunday campaign. Both of them, actually. We have Sir Jim Dandy, my buddy, who's played in this once before as well. I'm very happy to have him back in the game, in the gaming community and world once again. Carl, who plays Impist in the Friday night campaign. Stu, who plays in both of the Sunday games as well. Mika from the Friday game. I'm sorry, I don't feel like butchering your name, buddy. I'm really bad at that. I'm sorry. And we have Sinclair from Friday, and also you guys would probably know him as the person who likes to throw slimes at everybody. But,
hell yeah.
It's a fun little hobby we have. And last but not least, we have Zen, also from the Friday campaign, who plays Nobu. But none of those characters are of any consequence in this world. This is a completely different realm. Everything is different. We start very simply. Here's a little introduction to this world. The continent that everybody is on is known as Solemn. It is a vast world with many different cultures and communities. Solemn can be broken up into 3 key areas. The northern section of the continent is known as Claimstead, where the more neutrally aligned individuals like to find themselves. The people who want to live off of the land, independent of everybody else, and rely on their own hard work and labor to progress. Inside of this territory, there are many different continents, many different towns, many different atmospheres that you can find, some of which inside of the mountains themselves. The party will be starting in this territory, but we're not getting to that quite yet. Towards the center of the continent, from one end to the other, is the more fundamentally educated area. This place is very, very unique in most worlds that most people would not fully understand. It is, wow, I completely spaced out on the name of this middle section. It's an arcane-based area. Everything is magically influenced. People are very commonly known as wizards, sorcerers, or any other type of arcane caster inside of it. The practices of magic can be outlawed, but secretly still done wherever they see fit to do it. And the secrets that they have override over everything else. Gravestake, thank you very much. Gravestake. That is the name of this territory. It is hard to traverse the lands, as some failed experiments still wander around in the woods, and can sometimes cause, well, accidents with individuals. And as for the southern portion of this continent, the one that has the absolute law of this territory and the home to the king himself, who oversees law and order of everywhere. Southern Territory is Hopeshire. very religiously influenced. They are the base of operations for the military that has a presence all over this entire realm, known as the Blades of Light. Now, although they do not get along very well with the Gravestake territory, they do have a unique understanding with one another. But that's the politics. We're not here for the politics of it. We're here for the Winter Festival. That is where we begin our story. Everybody has wandered into this territory for one reason or another. Most of you have been sitting inside of this tavern for a little while now. Some of you are just walking through the door, being a cloaked individual with a hunchback, so it would appear to the naked eye, walking in with a human man holding a very large glaive on their back. It's a very snowy day outside. It is wintertime. It's chilly, but you all know that there's a festival to be had in this town. Around a central point, a very large tree that through all of the years has never lost a single leaf. This is called the Yidris tree. Now, you all came here for your own deeds, your own warrants, your own reasons. But there is a festival to be had, and this is the night before it all begins. Hugh-Man and Kira, you walked in last, pulling up to a seat on the side. There's a few familiar faces to you in this tavern, but it is very packed, with numerous people standing all around. You have a very sprightly-looking drow woman at the one table, talking with a human man with long, thick braids in his hair. He has nice-looking scaled armor on himself, but it looks more ornate than it is practical. As well as a half-elf and a halfling over by the corner, just sitting down talking of tales as if they were long-lost friends. Two other people stand out in this tavern as well. A dwarven couple, a red-headed fiery woman, and a very ticked-off-looking man. Now, dwarves are very common in this territory, so it's nice to see them around, but they are sitting there mumbling under their breaths about how annoying it is having all these out-of-towners in this territory. As you two pull up your seats, the barkeep walks over to the one side. Hello, everybody. My name is Lynn. It's very nice to meet you. Would you be staying for the evening tonight, or are you just here to pick up a couple of drinks? Looking between the two of you. Please describe what she sees as she does look at you both. Let's start with Kira.
She just sees this very, well, he's human, so very kind of young. He's only early 20s, wielding a glaive on his back with a backpack and just dark hair, very solemn look, face, well built, strong. I mean, he's about 6'2" and almost 300 pounds, so sizely man, and very just quiet and dark hair. That's it.
She smiles at you. So what would it be?
Water is fine for me.
Yes. And for, she looks at you now, Hugh-Man, who nobody else can see right now because you are fully enveloped in a very large cloak with a hunchback.
I will also have the water.
Alright, I'll be back with 2 waters. She looks very confused. As she goes over to the bar, she does reach over, grabs a bottle, and brings it over to this table where there are 3 individuals. She lays the bottle down, as you guys have already previously ordered from it. Here you go, everybody. The bottle, as you requested. We'll just put it on your nightly tab. Is that alright? She looks at you first, Garl. Please describe yourself. Gerald?
Sorry about that. I was having some mechanical issues. Can you hear me perfectly okay?
Decent enough, yes.
Wonderful. of noble stature, more of a knightly figure, well-toned, wearing chainmail, and having a sturdy halberd laid to his side. His face is of gold black hair swept back, with a gnarled scar going from his left nostril, breaking down his two lips and curving across his chin, deep and savage. His face is squared, and his eyes hold a very serious look to them. He looks, and you asked what he wanted?
No, I asked what she was looking at. She already brought you the bottle that you guys previously ordered. Yes, here you are. And 3 glasses as requested as well. She puts her hand on you, Ellie. Did you need something else, dear?
Oh, preferably something sweet if you have it.
Yes. And what does she see with you, Ellie?
Mm-hmm.
What does she see?
Roughly over 5 foot, 5 foot young woman looking in her early 20s with like bushy blonde hair and thick circular glasses, just busy pouring into her book in the table, just not paying attention to like her surroundings much, with like a fine proper robes with a slightly noble air around her, befitting like as the man in front of her.
So, she keeps peering over you, just trying to take a glimpse of your book, not really understanding a single thing inside of it. Alright, something a little bit more sweet. And she looks down the table at you, Gabriel. Please describe yourself. And what would you like, dearie? Gabriel?
Is he muted?
Zen, we can't hear you if you're speaking.
Can you
Nope.
hear
You're really quiet.
now? Better?
Yes.
Okay. So I apologize. Ale, if you'd have it.
Just standard ale? Alright.
Just standard. Nothing crazy.
Okay, I'll be right back with it. I already brought you all the bottle of alcohol. Do you not want food for it as well?
Whatever
Well-
you suggest is the best.
Yes, my
Just give
my
her
brother
a
will end
dashing
up
smile.
drinking the whole bottle anyway.
And Geralt is already downed his first cup and pouring.
Oops. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry.
I was about to say you gave up on us.
Yeah, sorry. Alright.
Did you hear what I said, Jim?
To who?
I said, did you hear what I said, GM?
Yes, I
Probably
heard you.
not.
I did. So, she goes back over to the counter, pulls out a bottle, not a bottle, a flagon of ale for you, and brings over a large pile of potatoes as well. Just tosses it onto the table for all of you. Alrighty, I'll see you around. If you need anything else, please do not hesitate. As she is walking back over again, she does look at you, Isha, for a moment and gives you a smile, but you're used to the look she's giving you. Please describe what she is seeing and why she's acting like that.
Well, for all intents and purposes, Isha appears human. She stands at 5 feet 9 inches with her back straight at all times. She has distinct, light grayish blue colored skin, and a dollop of white, cloudy hair rests atop her head.
Yes.
The back and sides of her head are shaven down to white stubble. A slight breeze kind of perpetually blows around her form, gently tousling her poofy hair and rustling her clothing. From her eyes peer the deepest of blues. Like sapphires, they shine distractingly against the direct contact with light. They are chiseled by the refined hand of hardship. You see leather rags adorning her. Please excuse my icon. I have not updated her art piece yet, but she is certainly a traveler from far away.
Alrighty. And she scoots by quickly. Little backstory on this world. The monstrous races, they do exist. They do live in the territory outside of society most of the time. The culture that everybody is surrounded with is not very accepting when it comes to the races outside of the norm. So, Isha, having the tinted blue skin, is off-putting to the average person in this world, and some would even be hostile towards her. Where some people of these monstrous races decide to just hide them altogether in public, Isha seems to wear hers with a level of dignification that is not very commonly seen. So, as she goes back around the counter, Mia, I believe you were the last person to be served, or have you just been enjoying your plate of food in front of you the whole time?
I've been enjoying my food, and I filled those glasses for Lynn.
Alrighty. She smiles at you. I really appreciate the assistance there.
It's no problem. I know you're busy.
Yeah, 2 call-outs on the festival. These bastards always want to run around and enjoy the tree as they can.
Yeah.
I don't know
The
why.
soup is delicious, by the way.
Oh, you're very welcome. My husband made it in the back.
But I look at my little tanker. My honeysuckle wine is kind of low right now.
Oh,
Can I
let me
have some
top that up. Yes. She grabs it out from the counter, having to uncork this one as it is not readily available like all the other less fine things that she offers here. Pours it all the way up for you, filling up your goblet. Now make
Thank
sure you
you.
take it a little slow on that one. It's it hits you pretty hard. So, she continues working, assisting with everybody, handing out food as needed. Is anybody doing anything?
I guess I can explain what my character looks like.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah.
So Mia is a early 30s woman, slender build. She has blue eyes and a light blue with dark hues hair. Her leather garb is a midnight black. It's mixed with black and dark blue. And if you happen to see any of her blades, they have a bluish hue to them as well.
Now, typically speaking, having so many people in a tavern like this is unnatural. But currently there is a festival in this town. Is anybody native to this section of the world?
I think I would, if this is in the
It is in the Claimstead
the
territory.
Roughneck.
However, it is far away from the other side of the mountains where you came from.
Okay.
Yes. Anybody else from this side of the mountain?
What town are we in again?
Umbridge.
Umbridge. No.
Even the section of the world, not even just the town.
I've spent a lot of time up by like the Slayers Guild and like Weldon Top. That's about it.
Alrighty. Well then. What are you all doing?
Yeah. Yeah, we all live, like half of us lived on the other side of the mountain, but still in this territory.
Alrighty.
I sip from my glass of water and sort of people watch from the.
Alrighty. Now, I will point out that a few of you are noticing that there are some familiar people in this tavern. And during session 0, some of you were given a mission to complete as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, would any of you like to talk to the people you know?
I would offer Lynn something as well.
Okay.
I put a gold on the table and I say, while you're passing out all the food and whatnot, could you please offer these little pamphlets out to your customers for me?
Now,
We're currently doing a recruitment drive.
Mia, I will remind you that this is supposed to be done secretly.
What, for just the
Yes.
new recruits?
Yes. As to not draw suspicion. Because if you do that, shit goes down.
Well, I figured, like, getting new recruits, like,
Discretion
into the guild.
was emphasized.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Never mind then.
Sorry, everybody out there. Just little things happening. But yeah. Isha, I believe you are familiar with one entity inside of this tavern, correct? You've met in passing before?
No.
No?
I am on a journey to a place past Weldon Top. I've never actually been there, and this place sounds not real, but it is my only lead.
Alrighty. Then, the only other option on that one would be... Everybody give me a perception check.
We have our passives.
Yeah, give me a perception check. No, that's religion, not perception. That's performance, not perception. That's perception. Okay.
It wasn't letting me click it. I'm so sorry.
Alrighty.
It let you a
Whoa.
few times.
So
Yeah, I can count 3 perception checks.
Human. Two things stand out to you in this tavern. The first one is that blue-skinned individual who's sitting at the table by herself. Jim, just want to clarify, Isha is a her, correct?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. This person is clearly of a monstrous race, but does not seem to understand that it's very dangerous being out in the open. Very dangerous. And someone else stands out in this tavern to you. For some reason, you just... You get a feeling like you know that person at the far end of the table to the left. The, white-haired human individual.
I kind of do a little. I scan the room with the cloak flopping just about everywhere. I stand up from my table and approach Isha.
Alrighty. Isha, you were approached by a cloaked individual, hunched over, and in this stature looks maybe about 5 feet tall, would you say?
5'4".
Well, no, hunched
was,
over is much shorter.
Yeah, but 5'2", 5'5", I believe, if he's standing correctly.
I suppose we lock eyes then.
The non-existent, the void.
Yeah. There is no eyes to lock on. This cloak literally silhouettes all of this individual.
Well, Isha is studying your form, and if there are eyes behind them, I trust I am meeting them.
Yes, you are. And I lean in for a bit of a whisper, like me. None accepted. And I outstretch my hand a slight bit to reveal taloned fingers.
I raise one eyebrow as I glance down at clearly inhuman hands. I sort of do a slight snort, like a chuckle.
It's good to not be the only one in here.
What brings you to this part of the world, stranger?
And I back up a bit to reveal the form of Kira. I am his guide. Or more, we are beneficially guiding each other.
Very well, interesting. So, how do you get by? You seem to hide your face in shame. What do they call you? You're one of those bird people, yes?
Is she saying this like aloud?
I do not wear my face in shame.
Right, but are you speaking loudly or are you speaking in hushed tones?
We'll just say normal conversation.
Okay. Now, there is a hustle and bustle inside of this tavern. It is moving at a pretty decent pace, so Q, you might feel like people probably aren't hearing unless specifically they are listening. Kira, you are now introduced as well as you were revealed by Hugh.
Oh, that's right. You did not want to be revealed. Very well then. We may have this conversation another time. That is up to you.
I tell you now, I do not hide it in shame. Purely respect. If they do not wish to see me, so what?
I raise another eyebrow. Perhaps you have too much respect for those who do not respect you.
While they do not respect me, I stand as a paragon.
How often do you float in the winds then? And I lower my voice. Surely you... The soft
Okay.
caress of Mother Nature against your feathers, guiding your wings.
As every movement Hugh makes is very flowy or deliberate. As he slowly pulls out a steeled feather and begins twirling it around from the void that is every opening into his cloak. Enough to get practice.
Around then, you do notice that the barkeep wanders on over, places her hand onto the table. Well, it would appear that some of you might have a little admirer at the table. She looks over at you, Kira, giving you a wink, and slides you a small pouch. Give me a history check, Kira.
1 moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking a shower. My God.
I mean, hey, we gotta make money somehow.
Yep.
That's why I can't turn my cam on for the stream.
It's understandable. I appreciate that. Okay. There's a familiarity to the pouch that was just pushed over the table towards you. Lynn does back up away from the table almost immediately from this point. Hugh, you are fairly familiar with that type of reaction, but it wasn't put towards you this time, so that's kind of nice.
An odd feeling.
Do I know like who might have given it to me?
Did you ask the barkeep?
Oh, I thought she walked off.
She did, but you know,
Oh.
people can be interacted with.
My God.
Barkeep, who exactly is my admirer?
Hi, Kira.
Hello. So, what brings you to this part of town, Mia?
Oh, guild work and, a tree that never wilts is kind of interesting. Always gets, me curious what samples I can get this year. Soil samples,
True.
things like that. Things to help grow the shipment.
Very true. You've
Lynn
been
is
kind of...
standing there, and when you say the soil sample part, she kind of chuckles a little bit. Oh, sweetie, you're not going to be able to get within 10 feet of that tree, I promise you. If you were trying to get samples from that.
No, I can get samples from outside the city, because roots grow. But, yes.
She nods, just making sure. Are you familiar with the story of the Yidgis tree?
A little bit. I'm not 100% sure on it. I know it doesn't wilt, it never ages, it just continues to
Do you know the
provide
story
shape.
of why it is like that?
No, I don't.
Ah.
That's why I take samples.
Well, if you are interested, we do have our house entertainer. She gestures over towards the half-elf and the halfling. You're not sure which one she's pointing at. Now, they do stories around this time of year as well, for generous donations as well. If you are curious about it, they tell the story much better than I would.
Okay. I'll have to hit them up after dinner.
So you're just here for the samples then, Mia? You've been, well, kind of missing in action.
You know. Went out on expedition for some good shipments and found some new herbal teas and things like that. Found this amazing thing in the northern regions. It's called cocoa. It's to die for.
So do you bring anybody with you?
And she goes and leans over to Lynn. Could I have a mug, please?
Of course! She grabs you one, slides it on over.
And you just see Mia take a little, what looks like brown cube, crushes it, and then the mug fills up with warm water with the substance in it, and she hands it over to Kira. Have a taste.
I take a drink.
Alrighty.
I try it.
It is
quite delicious.
really sweet and warm.
It's hot cocoa. It's good if you add a little dash of milk in there, if you're not lactose, of course.
Of course. So do you travel this way by yourself?
Usually I'll hire a guard or so, someone to help with the labor to, help me haul the shipment back and forth. But, everyone's out and about, so.
Yes, I mean, we're here, and I gestured a human. My colleague and I are here on a little bit of an expedition. We decided to stop through due to, well, just the festivities, I guess.
Did you ever officially join the guild, or were you just assisting in some of the jobs that they offered?
I was finally coerced by, well, many a peer that asked me to join, and I finally succumbed.
Okay, what about your little guide friend? Is he associated?
He's not much of a guild person per se. At least not to what I know of him.
Maybe he just needs a good cup of joe.
And I just turn sideways and gesture right ahead. Go for it.
Alright, before you walk away, Lynn does stop you for a moment. Would you mind if I get a little bit of that cocoa stuff? The young lady over there says she wanted something sweet.
Sure. And I take another cube out, crush it, and again, the cup fills with warm water.
Alright. She takes it, coming over to your guys' table. Hands out the ale to you, Gabriel. Another heap of potatoes for you, Garld. And Ellie, you are handed a hot cup of cocoa. This is thanks to the lady over there. She gestures towards Mia. Apparently it's a new thing that she made.
I give a small wave towards the direction she was pointing at.
Right. Mia, you were waved to by a very sheepish-looking girl.
Did you make a friend, El?
Oh, she looks mousy.
Elle.
Hmm?
I just made a little small comment with.
And-
Did you make a friend, El?
People looks like a bunch of nice people providing something good to drink.
You should check if it's poison. You never know.
Just Gerald nods with that sentiment. Be cautious.
Gabriel's completely joking. Completely joking.
Gerald is not. He's a bit more serious.
Come on now, you two. Not in front of the barkeep.
It's been a while, I know.
Kira?
Well, I'm sorry. The bartender, my brother is pretty straight laced, so
So,
it's a bit. I understand.
Kira, for something like that, it would be your passive perception that comes into play. With a 14, yes.
I just kind of look over. It's not poisoned. I'm the one that sells them the poison. And if it was, I mean, obviously I know how to cure it. You'll be fine. I just drank some.
Are any of you familiar with Kira in your backstories?
Me.
Other
Nope.
than you?
I am, technically.
Yes. So Gabriel, no, not Gabriel. That would be El and Gerald. This individual seems somewhat
you-
familiar to you. He is he's been around the guild before. Once or twice.
Can you
You're Roboto.
Robot.
You just went robot. Try again.
He's not joined yet.
Okay.
Good old
Can you get-
Discord.
What'd you say, Gun? No.
Still.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be your connection or something, man. I don't know. But L, he does look familiar to you.
Well, you are honest about it, but have we met before?
I mean, I sell goods around the guild. And I'm part of the guild.
Ah,
Sure, that's where
yes. Yeah. Do apologize. I am terrible at remembering faces sometimes.
It's no problem. Have a for faces. Just, I mean,
Dude,
it's
you're
good for
cutting in and out
business.
now, too. Damn.
Mm,
What?
He was cutting in and out. I don't know.
I'm looking for an opportunity to speak. I have push to talk on.
Go for it.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, so the word guild has been passed around several times by now. Would Isha have been able to?
You would have heard it by now. Your passive is pretty high as well.
Alright, so from my spot, I sort of look past Hugh-Man, and my eyes dart over to the people who are talking about this guild. I don't make any movement yet.
Alrighty. Mia, with your passive, you are watching this whole tiny interaction happen, kind of like in your peripheral. But, yeah, you walked over with Kira to join the other group.
I'm sitting at my table.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to go talk with Kira. Okay.
No, I was talking to her when she was next to me.
Him.
Yes, me. He was next.
Hugh, there's somebody at the bar that might want to speak with you on a matter. And I kind
Is
of
that
gesture
so?
Hugh to go talk to Mia as I sit back down at my table.
Okay. I excuse myself from Isha.
Good day then.
I clumsily make my way around the bar stool. Sit down. You wanted to speak. Can everyone hear me fine?
Yep. Hear you perfectly fine. Sin, you are now approached
Yeah.
by Hugh.
Hi, Hugh.
Hi.
I heard you, don't have a home.
I have a home. It is most likely not known to you.
Well, maybe not a home per se, but a home away from home.
Why would I require a home away from home?
Well, a home away from home is good for discretion. It's good for business. It's good for trading and opportunities for work. Things of that
What?
nature. Plus, you can get a nice cup of joe. Have you had a cup of joe?
Is the barkeep looking directly at us?
No, not directly. She's really busy trying to help everybody, as she is the only person working tonight.
I look over to Lynn and I say, I believe my traveling companion requires something of you. And I make a small gesture towards Kira and Isha at the moment.
Isha's sort of startled that you looked her way, picks up her drink and becomes very interested.
Did the barkeep move away, or?
No, she's still moving about. I'm not moving her token every 5 seconds, but she is moving every 5 seconds helping people.
Okay, so she's not at the point where she is at the
No,
bar?
I'm holding her there because, centrally you'll
Alright.
find her there. But she is
Sorry,
moving, working. It is very, very busy, and she is the only person.
I was just wondering because what I was about to do required a bit of discretion.
Mhm.
Okay,
Well, if you want discretion, we can go back to my room.
no,
Ooh.
no, but I extend my my neck a bit out to reveal like the semblance of my beak.
And I speak in primordial. Oh, you don't need to show me what you are.
I speak in.
You're kind. Well, not my normal hunt. When I say hunt, my normal guardianship. I have some understanding of your kind.
No, I was just about to say that cups of Joe would be hard to drink.
Well, that's why they make these nice things called straws. And you see her pull out a little piece of plastic and stick it in the mug. And she takes a cube of coffee, crushes it, and mixes it with the hot water with a straw and hands it to you.
I just move my neck down. I don't go to grab. I guess I wouldn't have found this anywhere else.
It's usually...
While you sip, sorry if I make. While you take your sip, you hear Isha approach from behind. So, you two, I have overheard your conversation speaking about a guild of some sort. If I may, I am interested in the area near the location of some sort of guild. I have heard of something called the Slayers Guild.
Oh, yes.
So, Mia, can I have you roll a, I'm gonna call this a survival check. With advantage.
I'm just gonna test. Can you guys hear me better now?
Kinda.
Okay.
It's the same quality as last time, but at least you're not a robot.
Yeah, my internet just died on me all of a sudden.
Okay.
25.
With a 25, this individual has...
I get a bonus if it's, primordial too.
I gave you advantage.
Okay. Well, no, I also get a natural bonus as well to the save.
Sure. This individual has very human-like aspects to them. However, one thing that stands out to you and that you have a keen eye for is the bluish skin and the way the hair flows naturally. This person definitely seems to have some type of heritage to one of the primordials. With your high survival check, you can probably discern that this individual is relative to, I'd say, either water or air.
You just see Mia, sitting there eating, and looks at you, and you just see her hand just sit there right at her side where her very dark hue blue scimitar sits.
Isha certainly notices this defensive hostility. There is no need for concern. I am only looking for a chance to visit more of my... You clearly have noticed that I am not of normal human nature. I am looking for a village past the Slayer's Guild. Something reminiscent of the Ashari Air tribe.
And you just hear Mia say in Primordial, if you ever call the Ashari... Wait, is the Ashari all of them or just one?
All of them are the Ashari as a whole. There's one
Oh,
for each
okay.
of the planes.
Okay, so it's the other context that's the individual, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So Ashari fire and Ashari
Yeah.
water.
Yes.
Well, I may not know the specifics of your quest. I know where general reference points of each of the Guardian posts are.
How fortunate for me. Is that because you're a member of this so-called guild and you live in proximity to these? I have very scant information, and anything that you can give me would be a boon.
You just see her look at you and go, while I may be a member of my guild, it does have benefits. Information is one. Membership is determinant on, well, a overseer's approval. And while I may be, a ranking individual, I may be able to put in a good word.
Isha sort of takes a half step back. Pardon my confusion. I did not mean to imply that I was inquiring for membership of your guild. I am simply looking for directions as...
And directions do come to those with privilege. I'm just speaking candidly.
She slumps
now-
a bit.
While I may be a member, I'm actually from the guard post that controls water. So I would have to get in contact with one of my colleagues to verify the location and route that would be best traveled to get to the one you're talking about.
I understand. This brings me much joy to hear that my quest has not been in vain and that these places do exist.
While they may exist, they are kept at a distance because, well, if one was to rupture a portal, then, well, there'd be chaos, and chaos is not good. Chaos cuts great floods. Great floods kill people. I should know.
So you speak of trust then.
Yes, and trust is fleeting, if only for a minute.
You notice that there are 2 3-foot-long poles strapped to Isha's back. One is tipped with the head of an eagle, the other is carved with the head of a... In addition, there is a sort of crude-looking spear, but that one does not catch your eye the same way these two, as Isha reaches behind her and sort of doesn't take them out, but rustles them on her back. I have a connection with the elements, you might understand. More so than you might even think. If you seem to have some understanding of my heritage, then there is more that I would have you know. Perhaps I could demonstrate.
I think it would be best to do such demonstrations in a quieter place.
I am not opposed to this. I will return and wait for you to come to. I am Isha.
And I am Mia.
The pleasure to make your acquaintance is mine.
So you're heir, correct?
Out of character?
Yes.
Yes. The
Okay.
wispy, the airy voice, and like the constant slight breeze pushing her hair and clothes would be a give.
Okay. I was just making double sure. Because of my background is all.
Right. So,
And I go back to talking with Hugh about, membership and, benefits, perks, and he sips on his lovely cup of joe.
Hugh, roll an insight.
Insight? Alright.
Yes. Okay. Either this individual is trying to recruit you into a cult, or this thing sounds pretty cool. You can't really decide which one.
What does your guild entail?
Well, we can go over that when we retire for the night. But for the most part, it's, Kira is a member as well. He comes by from his hunts and he takes on jobs for the guild. Members like myself and others provide services to those people, and those services range from equipment, repairs. In my case, I am a brewer slash medical purveyor. My medicines deal more with nature than with magic, of course. And then when need be, I go and take on tasks as well. And
I can
it basically makes you make good money and things like that. Information's always welcome, and they're not racist like, well, the South.
I can certainly provide something with the right tools, but I will think of this some other time.
Definitely.
Perhaps after the festivities.
Oh yeah.
So,
But I thank you for the cup of joe.
You're welcome. Made it fresh. Just for you. And she just looks over at Ellie.
Ellie, what are you currently doing? Or all three of you sitting by yourselves?
Well,
Reminiscing, I would say.
she's just busy drinking the new drink that she never tried before. Yeah.
How is it?
Pretty good. Could use more work.
What did she end up giving you, El?
I don't know. It's sweet, but slightly milky, I guess.
Have you had something like that before in the north?
And I usually stick with fruit-based things for my dessert. This is a first for me.
Can I try it?
I just push the cup towards him.
And it's cocoa or coffee? Because I've heard him say both.
It's cocoa.
It's cocoa.
No, what I gave the bird is coffee.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
We're
That's
talking
why-
about L. You gave L cocoa.
Yes.
Yes.
Drink some. Very good. I assume. Since I've never had it before.
Yeah. Well, if you have a sweet tooth, it is.
It's like having chocolate from it. No, I don't. It's quite good, though.
I know,
But
right?
a little too rich for my taste. I don't think I could drink all of this.
True, but I guess that's what the potatoes are for. Assuming if my brother actually stops eating them all by himself.
No, that's a good point. You're saying put this on top of the potatoes.
Oh no, please no.
It could be good on fruit.
Maybe. The last time I remember brother putting something on potatoes, he ended up throwing it on someone's face.
Doesn't seem his way. He's always so, such a straight arrow that, I always heard Father talk about that.
He
It
is.
was.
Be
It
more like
wasn't
Geralt.
my fault.
Such a straight arrow.
It
They
was both of
deserved
them.
it.
All right.
Mm.
Everybody was talking at one time. What'd you just say?
Mhm.
I said it wasn't my fault. They deserved it.
It's what you always say. But that's what makes you such a good person. You'll never lie. Or if you do, at least we know.
Well, that's true. He can't keep a straight face after all.
No.
DM.
Yes.
When
Geralt
I was
just takes.
rolling,
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Geralt just takes
No,
another
not
deep
you.
sip.
Not
of-
you. Somebody else was speaking. What'd you say?
when I was rolling perception checks, I noticed Isha. Did I notice Gabriel? Or am I just
Gabriel. But yes.
I shall call him Gabriel. Or her, I think. I don't know.
But yeah. You notice
I'm
sitting over
joining,
there.
the table.
Yeah. Go for it.
What do you say, DM?
Yeah, you definitely notice them.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were breaking off earlier, so I was confused a little bit.
I'm breaking off right now.
No,
just,
earlier.
like when you were talking to him, Carl.
As soon as you said, right after you said notice, it just cuts off.
Okay. You did notice them.
Okay.
So, Elle, did you and your brother continue your training? I know that he stuck with more of the sword, and you were with books, correct?
Yes, but we went our separate path from the what do you call it, the other place in the downs.
Well, yes, you all left when we were kids. I thought I'd never see you again.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, we ended up trying to find something a little bit different and not too rigid.
Did you find something you enjoy then?
Oh yes, it's very educational.
That's for the best then.
It was fun watching him getting beaten around for a while.
It hasn't changed, huh?
At
All
least
bark
he-
and no bite.
well, at least
Just
he
slap
he
him
has
on
the
the
bite
back.
now. Yes, that's true.
Geralt gives a very stern look. Only ever so rarely.
I do recall me being the one that had to get you out of the fights you were in, but it's quite all right.
Geralt kind of adjusts his chainmail. Well, I like to think I've grown into my strengths.
Yeah. Maybe you'll fill out that chain mail one day. keep eating all those potatoes like that, and you definitely will.
Geralt eyes you. You want to go? We're here.
Not right now. No,
He puts out his arm across the table for an arm wrestle.
I'm quite all right.
Oh,
There's
knock it
no
off,
need to
you two.
prove yourself that way.
And,
So,
and I realize someone here.
Yeah, Hugh is standing at the end of the table.
And how may I help you, sir?
I thought of. You said I noticed the table or a specific person?
When you asked me if you noticed them, you noticed everybody around because you had a really good passive, or really good perception. So, you noticed the table, you noticed the individuals talking at it, and you noticed the manly display of bickering and arm wrestle challenges.
Huh.
Do either of you know this homeless man?
Do homeless
he-
men usually wear giant cloaks?
Is he like standing directly over us?
Well, at the end of the table.
Are you hungry, sir?
No. I just thought of introducing myself.
Well, then introduce yourself.
You can call me Hugh at the moment.
And you can call me Goldclaw.
I'm guessing this is Sen's character. No.
No. That is Gunseer's
I-
character. Geralt.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I keep mixing up Geralt and Gabriel.
Yep. There was going to be 5Gs once upon a time ago.
Oh shit.
You're welcome.
The OG club.
But yes. When you hear Goldclaw, give me a religion check, please. Okay.
10.
That name has some standing to it, but you don't know why it sounds familiar to you. It
Sounds like a noble name.
It is a
And I give a bit of a
surname.
bow.
Yeah.
Hugh gives a slight bow.
There is no need for any of that. I would prefer if you did not.
Very well.
Oh, but most
That
noble
is
Goldclaw,
why-
that is so kind of you to allow us to speak to you now without using a proper title for you. Thank you for allowing us to not use sir anymore.
Now don't start.
You know,
two
I
will
think-
never-
I turn to him and I go, you know, there was a time.
You went super
teenagers
roboto.
did dumps.
Super roboto there. I'm really thinking it's your internet itself. Not just, like... It's either your computer or your internet. One or the other.
Sorry, I'm just imagining his face just freezing mid-sentence and just...
Just emotionless as he's talking. Just can't figure out what to say.
Just stuttering.
How about now? Is it better?
It will be for
Yeah.
5 minutes, and then it'll get like that again.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna say what I said again.
Yep.
You know, there was a time when we were all teenagers.
Doesn't quite look like you grew out of that time.
Speak for yourself, I'm still 19.
So, there's another individual now at your table who said that offhandedly. Kira, the very tall, slender, but very well-built individual.
He reminds me of this story I once heard. It was about a yowies, I believe was the term. Was used.
Oh,
He's
no.
quite lovely. He's quite a lovely man.
Oh,
I can't help but feel like this is some out-of-character thing.
No, this is totally in character. This was a story I once heard.
It's a thing.
Not have the
Canon-
tales?
Canon has been called.
No, tell us the tales.
Oh, I'm a horrible. This is why I can't be a bard. I'm horrible at stories. We can always ask the bards that are here. They could play it possibly.
So, speaking of that now, you do see that there has been a hat passed around from the halfling around the entire tavern right now. This is a customary thing in this section of the world where if there is going to be a large performance had, they ask for some initial, investment into it so that people don't just loosely enjoy the entertainment and then walk the fuck out. So, as the hat does pass by everybody, you do notice the elf, the human, both put in a couple copper. The dwarves each put in a few silver apiece. And then it goes over to you, Isha. Isha, do you do anything with the hat?
Aisha does not know what to do with the hat.
Well, you've noticed a lot of people have put money into it.
Aisha does not put money into the hat.
Alright, do you keep it passing along?
Oh, it's just, I thought there was a person passing it.
No, it's literally like, here's to one person, here's to the next, here's to the next. And they just keep handing it over and over and over.
I hand it back to the person who handed it.
Okay. The dwarf shakes his head. Yeah, stupid bloody out-of-towners. I hate them, the fucking monsters. And walks over to the other table. Just tosses it in front of you, Hugh. You are used to this custom.
I mean, we could probably do without the attitude, right?
The dwarf
This
scoffs
is
and keeps walking away.
Hugh starts rummaging around in his cloak, takes out no change, and drops a single gold coin in there.
Okay. Kira,
Looks of it, that covers our table, right?
that's up to you.
I just pass the hat to Gerald next to me.
Geralt, do you contribute anything to this?
Geralt says nothing and passes it on.
Wow. Cheap bastards in this party. Gabriel?
A hard work done, is it?
I look at everyone and just kind of give a smile to the dwarf. I apologize for the people who are here. They obviously don't know what good music is, and I drop 8 silver.
Okay.
I think it's the halfling that's...
It is the halfling's hat,
Oh,
but the dwarf was the one who brought it to the
Dwarf
table.
was passing it.
Ellie, are you back? Or L?
I think he's putting 3. He said he's putting 3 silver in.
Okay, cool. Then, after all of that sum, Human obviously gets a small shout out from them as well. And the hat
Never
goes...
reached me.
Oh yeah, they pass it over to you next, Mia. Anything?
Mia looks at the hat, looks at the halfling, takes a scrap of paper, writes on there the name of the tree, and puts 2 gold pieces on it. Puts it in the hat.
Okay. They are very, very pleased with this.
Also, I bought a drink for the dwarf, because he looked upset.
Alrighty, that's nice of you. I owe you, and here's 2 gold. Yes. So, allow me to change the music here. The halfling seems to be the one who is the manager for this half-elf. The half-elf is the performer of the evening. He addresses the entire tavern at once. Hello and welcome, travelers from afar. It is very pleasant for all of you to come here on such a glorious day. A day that we always remember in history, in our humble small town. Allow me a moment to regale you with a story. One that goes back farther than the ages themselves. One from before the veil, when the deities still wandered the realm and still influenced us directly. This is the stories of old. A time when man, beast, and God all warred simultaneously. All of us constantly in struggle and in battlement. through this struggle and battle, there was one who tried swaying us away from these constant fights and bloodshed. One known as Yidris. Yidris was a beautiful, tall, elvish woman, directly from the Fays themselves, the wilds, that some of us hold our heritage true to today. She is known as the first elf, the one to come here and to bless the mortal race. You see, Yidris believed that there would be a time and an era where everyone would know each other, everyone will understand and lived in harmony. You just swayed the gods to give her their blessing, one that would allow her to shed light on the entire world and to give us all a better understanding of us. Unfortunately, the beasts held true to their passions, true to their rage and ignorance, and they decided to war against the mortals and the gods, fighting back tirelessly, trying to overcome us, trying to destroy us all, until the battle led back to here, in this humble town of Umbridge. There was a beast of cold intent, one that could summon up rages, storms, and blizzards. It did so, and it did so for many, many moons. The entire time, man continued to fall, God's visions blurred and forgotten to the snow and the tundra. Yidris took it upon herself, made a deal with Our Lady, the Wild Mother. She would sacrifice herself to become a beacon of hope for us all, to stand true and to hold against all of the rages of the storm. The Wild Mother granted her this ability, and in doing so, started the first worshipping on this land, where mortals can all appreciate the gods, fueling them with their power, and in return fueling themselves with it as well. Yidris became the tree. The elf gestures out the window, looking far off into the distance, and you notice right around now, there's a light bellowing up from the tree itself. Despite the snow that is constantly falling around you, despite the nighttime, there is an emanating glow from this tree. Beautiful and majestic as it is, taller than any oak any of you have seen before in your past, and completely untouched by the snow that lays around it. This is our mother, the mother of all elves. This is the blessing she has given us all. Warmth against the tundra and the blizzards. Light in the darkness. And compassion and knowledge. This is the tale of the winter festive. Thank you. The elf gives a very grandiose bow to everybody, and the other patrons all start clapping in unison, enjoying the regaling of this story.
Gerald, under his breath, says, "I'm happy I didn't pay for that."
I give a slight clap.
His wallet's as strong as his arm, huh? And I kind of look over at Gabriel and laugh.
His father's wallet.
As the elf bows, a gust of wind subtly pushes his cape in a sort of flourish motion, adding to the dramatic effect. Isha sort of rustles in her seat, smirking.
Thaumaturgy.
So, the party continues going on, the evening becoming more and more expressive. the glow from the trees still coming in through some of the windows. For most of you, you've never heard this story before in your life, and it's fairly fascinating to consider. The history of your land, parts that you didn't quite understand before, and why this festival is so important.
So with you all standing there, Kira, is that your name? You said.
Yes.
Where are you from around here?
I have done business around here a lot.
What kind of business do you do?
I sell the poisons I make. I sell the food I cook from the hunts I go on. I sell the hides. Different things like that.
There's a good market for that here.
It's not the worst. I made a living being able to sell the hides and the meats, the cooked foods, the poisons.
Have to be quite an adventurer to be able to go out there and hunt and find those things. You must be quite a tracker.
I'm do all right. I don't tend to get lost very often.
It's impressive.
Thank you. That's how I ended up being introduced into the guild. And there's Mia, who I gesture over to. They've bought a lot of goods from me, and my friend here, Hugh, I met along the way while I was out adventuring.
Are you a part of the guild in the north?
I am, yes.
What a coincidence. Giselle and her brother here, I believe they left up to go there when they were but children. Isn't that
Yes,
right?
I do.
Uh,
Elle and I recognized one another, but this one here I didn't necessarily recognize. Maybe they don't get out much.
I mean, you two use a very similar weapon. I'm sure you two have, tested each other before.
He's standing, so I doubt it.
It's not like him to just sit there and take it.
Pride and confidence. A useful thing for a warrior to have, but always weighed with intellect. Who are you? I don't believe we've ever met.
Kira. I don't hunt people, I hunt animals. I don't tend to like the whole warrior side, but if I do have to stand and fight, I tend to not let people stand after.
Reasonable. I can respect the sentiment greatly. However, poison. You said you dealt in it. Why?
Well, when I go hunt things much larger than myself by myself, I need it to even the field at least.
Does it not taint the materials?
Depends. You either eat around it or the hides usually come out fine. You can usually cook the poison out if you know what you're doing.
Gerald nods. I'm ignorant in this subject, so I have to believe you.
Most of the time when I'm hunting something like that, it's more for the hide than the meat.
I could say skinning a man wouldn't be too fun.
Never tried.
So,
It's only a joke.
does everyone in this party, the lowest passive is 11?
Hi.
Okay. So, passive perceptions of 11 and higher, apparently. You'll notice Mia over by the door trying to, open it, and it's just not budging. And for those of you who have been here, you know that door does lead to all the rooms that some of you have been staying in. Where your bags are.
Have you tried pushing it?
It won't push and it won't pull.
Geralt,
It's
this is why
about to
you
come
don't
off the
say you're a
hinges.
noble.
Alright. Lynn comes over noticing this as well. What are you talking about? The door should be... Starts jiggling the handle, slams her shoulder against it, not moving.
Mr. Dwarf, would you mind helping us with a door?
I just gesture to my brother. I think that's your cue. to run into the door.
Lynn
Come on,
Lynn shakes
Daryl.
her head. No. Everybody wait. I'm going around the side and I'm going to go open the door from there, okay? We have a back entrance from the stables.
No, don't kill Lynn.
Lynn, would you
I'll
like some
come with you.
assistance?
Trust me, I'm perfectly capable of opening a door. Thank you.
I'm not one to let a lady, go out there in the middle of the night.
She chuckles to you. You know I have patrol guards around my tavern all night long, right?
They could be drunkards and horrible at their job.
They are not. One of them is actually my brother. But thank you for the consideration. She goes
If
out
you
the front door.
believe it's safe.
So
Well,
as
you
she
dig that
opens the door, the gust of wind pulling inside does send a flurry of snowflakes rushing in as well. And she quickly pushes the door shut and continues walking.
During this, Isha approaches Mia, who she noticed was trying to retire early. Isha is still interested in having a private conversation with Mia.
That's fine and dandy. The door needs to move.
Would you mind if we continued our earlier conversation inside your private quarters?
Passive perception of 15 or higher. Who is it?
Me?
Me.
Okay. You all hear a scream, 15 or higher, against the winds from outside.
It's really howling out there.
Is it coming from where she was going?
From outside.
15 or
quickly
higher
open up.
passive perception.
There's a lot of winds outside, yes.
Lynn is in trouble. She just
I quickly
screamed.
open.
Okay.
Kira runs out.
So,
Uh,
you go
she
over to
saw
the
it, so
front
it's
door, try opening it, and it's shut. It is barred shut.
Try kicking it.
How's
Make
the
an athletics
windows?
check. The windows? They look like windows.
I'm gonna barrel through them.
Okay. Give me an athletics check to barrel through a window.
Can it be acrobatics?
Nah,
No,
it's
no.
I'm
athletics.
guessing my athletics did not open the door.
You slam against it heavily, but it seems to be held in place by something. You're not sure what.
Why don't you just... Don't you...
15.
You have your halberd on you, right? You have your
Solomon.
weapon.
Solomon, or Hugh, you jump through the window, leaping out, shattering the glass. You take...
I'm wearing my hood, so
Did it get torn up? Two extremely sharp slashing damage.
So, you take 1 piercing damage from the shards of glass that just jud into you, and another 5 bludgeoning as you slam heavily into the solid, frozen earth below.
Who did that?
Hugh.
Hugh, okay. I thought so.
So,
Yikes.
as you do get out there, though, Hugh, you turn around and look at the door, and you notice that the 2 patrolmen who are outside are lying dead in front of the door, and that might be what's stopping it from being budged open.
Isha calls out to you. Are you alright? That did not look like a happy landing.
the gods are dead.
They... Huh? Wait.
Air woman, get out here. I need assistance.
I gingerly crawl through the window.
Well,
Does
thanks to Hugh destroying the window, it's much easier to get through. It's just difficult terrain.
Does everyone hear
If
this?
we've
that
been
the
here for
guards
an
are dead?
hour, it doesn't.
Yes, you guys, they're shouting at this point. And the
Okay.
wind is blowing inside, and it is frigid out there.
I have a hold of my halberd, and I'm going to chop down the door to get through it.
Alright, make an attack roll. There's also a window you could just step through.
If he's not going for the window, then yeah, I'll go for the window.
Okay, go for it. You just walk out the window. because it's already open. Thanks to
And
you.
is Hugh there?
Hugh is out there as well. Yep.
Is he on the ground still?
No, Hugh stood up by then.
I rush
I'll
out.
just pat him on the
Sorry.
back, and Hugh, you feel something kind of course through you. Feels kind of healing in a way, and I'm gonna do 5 points of lay on hands.
Okay, Hugh. So you feel a nice pulsing aura emanate from this individual, and goes all over you, and you heal for 5 points.
Who healed me?
Gabriel. So I'm gonna move you outside because you're outside.
Yep.
Elle is just going to don her cloak properly and warm it up with prestidigitation first before stepping out.
Okay.
At this point, the hood is probably like blown off me.
Yep.
So
I'm sure I felt feathers under there too when I laid my hands on you.
Well,
Yeah.
Can I inspect the patrol guards who were slain? I would like to, attempt to spare the dying if they're not too far gone.
okay. Give me a medicine check before you use your action on that. Or you know what? It's free. I apologize. You try spare the dying, and the guards are dead. They have been dead for a little bit of time. You all hear once again screams coming from around the corner of the building.
After Hugh's been healed, he's gonna get up and start.
And also,
running.
all of those people in the street, they're all dead.
Oh God. Oh.
Have I made it through the door?
Two.
I mean, you attack the door twice with a halberd. You're slowly cutting it down, but there's an open window. Attacking a door with a,
Yeah.
halberd doesn't
not a
do a
smashing
lot.
weapon.
DM.
Yeah.
What do you, if I go up to one of them and they're dead? Are they like slashes on them, or are they?
You can give
Just
me a
like
medicine
dead.
check.
Yeah. Can I inspect one of the bodies?
Sure can. But yeah, the door is not broken down yet. Or actually, roll your damage. The door has 15 health.
Well done, Gabe.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm very tasked in
Oh,
medicine.
geez.
They were killed.
Good.
Yes.
Good. They are
Isha-
dead.
Isha, they seem to have been strangled, very aggressively, and held down by their arms as well while this was happening. Now, while you're still inside, Geralt, I'll put you in front of the door because you're still attacking a door. Isha, Human, and Kira, you all round that corner, and you see Lynn is currently on the ground with these 4 very crude-looking hands crawling and attacking and slashing and grabbing at her. I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Oh no.
Layer, huh?
It has lag actions.
God damn it. Well done, Gabe.
Is that everybody? Nope.
You didn't add me.
Well, you have to click your token and then roll initiative to add you to the initiative order.
Oh,
That's only for the people outside, right?
No, everybody. I mean, you're all going to be listening to this happening, so, yeah.
that sucks.
Well, no, you can change the number back to the original number.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hover over
Just
it.
click on your num.
Yep. 18. Boop. Is that everybody?
Oh,
And Geralt.
DM,
Yeah.
do I have to roll for my weasel thing as well?
No, it goes on your initiative. Okay.
Shall we continue to have Geralt?
Geralt should be at a 19.
Geralt should be... Oh, yeah, that was earlier. Okay, no problem. Thank you. And I'm assuming Mia has a higher dexterity than Geralt.
More than likely. It's in there.
Okay, so Ellie, you watch as... Yeah, none of these people are your ally. Stop and turn in that direction. You don't know what's going on because you don't see anything. But you are first in this order.
I will move towards the corner.
Sure, go for it. Tell me when you see something different. You can also rotate
I
your
see
turn.
hand.
Yep.
Let's see.
So, you round the corner and you see all of these uncontrolled hands attacking at Lynn, the barkeep. Very sweet lady. So what do you do?
I will try and scribble a blue inscription in the air, and I'll shoot Ray of Frost at one.
All right, go right ahead. Roll an attack. That's a hit. Roll your damage.
Some damage.
I did it.
As you shoot out a ray of frost at one of the hands grabbing onto her legs, it tries to dip out of the way, but the cold naturally attaches itself to her, or it, and pulls it down. The hand is still holding on, just barely. You bloodied it with 1 point of damage.
I wonder what that means.
So, Ellie, you use 10 feet of movement. Anything else?
I'll look towards everyone else and say, I hope you guys are good at squishing small things.
Are we talking about Elle? Are we talking about rats? What are you saying?
Alrighty.
It's crawling hands, and yeah, that's my.
Okay, so now to Mia. You hear all
There's a
of this
window right
happening
there, right?
outside. The window down here is open. No, down here. That's the one Hugh
Okay.
was around.
But is this a
You're cutting
window,
out.
though?
Who was cutting out?
You.
Me? Oh, I apologize. This window is a window, but it's not open. It wasn't broken.
Take chair, throw it through window,
Alright.
see hand.
Well,
Bonus action,
first, you have to try breaking the window. Make an athletics check with throwing a chair. Four. You pick up the chair and huck it over towards the window, and it just bounces off. That was your action.
Damn, that's some strong windows.
I mean, that was a 4. It's not.
Inspiration to break the window, I guess.
You have an inspiration?
Oh, don't we always start with one?
That's the other game, buddy.
Oh, I thought
This
it was
is hard
universal
mode.
across
I
all
thought you said you
genres.
did
This-
start with one this time.
This is hard mode,
Yeah.
buddy.
Because during Zero game, we said we had one.
Yeah, because you let me re-roll for something if I used my inspiration.
Oh, I misspoke. I apologize. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, re-roll. Make another athletics.
Hell, you gave Kira his dick size inspiration.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so with one hand, you grab the chair and shatter the window outwards in a way that it doesn't hurt you in any shape, way, or form. Move yourself over towards the window. You can see out of it, but it does take your action to break the window.
Yeah, but I can still bonus action throw a dagger.
Do you have dual fighting or whatever that is?
It's a dagger thing.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they're light, finessable weapons.
Yeah. Go ahead, make an attack roll. Yeah, make an attack roll.
And since they haven't acted, I get priority. Or I get advantage.
No. No, you're not a rogue. And also, they are not surprised because you just shattered a window.
Okay, 1 second.
There are two options here. You're looking for something that says that you get advantage, or you're just having a long time trying to do it.
Okay, a 14 hits. Roll your damage. Remember, you do not get your dexterity modifier.
Yeah, so it's just one.
All right, 1 point of damage. The other hand is now bloodied.
1? It says it did 5.
Yes, I said you do not get your dexterity modifier because it's an offhand attack without that ability. Yeah.
Okay. That's not.
So,
Yep.
you did bloody that hand, though. It's on death's door. So, you still have another, 20 feet of movement, Mia? Would you like to get out the window? It's difficult terrain, but you can do it.
No.
All right. Geralt, what are you doing?
Screw this door. I expected I'd break it in one hit, so I'm just going out the window.
All right. It's 10 feet to the window, 10 feet to get out of the window, and then you have 10 more feet. You can get right behind your sister.
And that's where I'll be.
Okay.
And that's my full movement, right?
Yep, that's all 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna ready an action if anything tries to hit her. I'm going to, I guess, move her so
All right.
to try to make it so something doesn't.
All right. Isha, it is now your turn.
Isha snaps to action. She sees these strange hands surrounding and attempting to murder the. She's the only one that hasn't made excruciatingly judgmental eyes toward Isha, and she appreciates that. So she holds out her hand, and a strong gust of wind pushes all the hands back, assuming they fail a strength save.
Push an object that weighs 5 pounds or less
Smaller
and isn't
creature.
held.
One small creature.
One.
Oh, was there one? Really?
Yeah.
Whichever
not-
one is on top of her already.
That'll be the top one, so it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yes, sir.
Oh, these hands are pretty jacked.
I got nimble
Well, when
fingers.
the only form of damage
see what you
is
did there, by the way.
strangulation.
Okay. The hand grabs onto her shirt and just holds tight against your gust of wind.
That's some butts. I'm gonna just move closer then. I ready my spear as I approach for combat.
Alrighty. Now, it is the hand's turn. Noticing that all of you are now being aggressive, the first hand crawls over here and leaps up towards you, Mia, making an attack. Mia, does an
Nope.
11 hit you? Alrighty.
Nope.
It shoots out and grabs onto your armor, but as it's trying to grab purchase, it doesn't seem to be able to grab onto anything that could actually harm you. It's just holding on to you now in melee. Another one is now attacking you, Isha. An 11, I assume, does not hit you, correct?
Foul beast.
Alrighty. Now, another one. This is the one that narrowly missed being attacked by Ellie. Leaps over towards her. Isha, you get to make an attack of opportunity if you would like, as this hand flies through the sky over towards her.
I do indeed. I guess I'll roll.
A 9 misses.
I also get to make an attack because it enters my 10-foot reach because I have a polearm master.
All right, go right ahead. Make your attack as it is flying out towards your sister.
The creepy and the spooky, the Addams family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make your attack. Yep.
Thank you, Mia. Mika, rather.
Okay, in 11. Let me look. Just barely misses. You strike out at it as it is trying to attack your sister. And now it attacks your sister. Mia, it misses you. The fourth and final hand starts striking
I'd
out.
be glad it missed me. It wasn't going after me.
No, not Mia. L. I apologize. The fourth and final one is attacking Lynn on the ground, trying to strangle her. So, okay, that one actually hits. You, Isha, being within melee, watch as the hand that was previously already grabbing at her just starts closing around on her neck, suffocating her and closing off her windpipe. And she falls unconscious. Kira, it is now your turn.
For my bonus action, I'm going to use my Crimson Right, which is the Rite of the Storm, and adds lightning damage to my weapon, 1d4 at the cost of 1 hit point to my maximum and my current.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run up. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Am I 8 or? I'm gonna move up here, and I'm going to attack this one.
The one on Isha or the one on Lynn?
This one. Which one is that?
That is the one on Isha.
Okay, so then this one I would not be able to hit.
Well, you could. It's still technically in melee with you. You can still attack
yeah,
it.
because I have a glaive. Yeah, I want to hit that one.
Go for it. Attack
I forget
it.
about that.
Attack it.
Oops.
That hits.
Then there's that, and then my
It's
1d4.
dead.
Yeah.
So as soon as you strike out, these hands are not very sturdy things, but you quickly slash into it and flick it up into the air. Lynn is still unconscious. However, there's not something actively strangling and killing her. So, that was your action and bonus action. All done?
Yep.
Hugh, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to quickly dart around here. Shoot out a leg back at a clawed leg at the hand in front of Ellie.
Alrighty, go right ahead. Alright, a 14 hits. Ellie and Gerald, you both watch as a talon-ish leg strikes out against this hand and completely claws it, almost like a bird. Just grips, claws, and shreds it to pieces. The hand is no more.
And I quickly move up here and use my bonus action to make a single unarmed strike.
Alright, go right ahead. That's a hit. And once again, the very quick and nimble hunched over figure reeks out with the talon and just swipes it out of existence. It is now just a bloody mess of a hand on the ground. All done, Hugh?
Yep.
Alrighty. Gabriel.
Well, Hugh quickly tries to get back into character.
Okay. Gabriel, what would you like to do?
Gonna move as far as I can, of course.
Well, considering Lynn is unconscious, I would allow you to stand over her body.
Okay.
And, not kill her.
Yeah. Okay, well, can I make it to Lynn in 30 feet?
So, you can 20 feet to get there. 5, 10. So technically, yeah, you can.
Okay,
You're
well,
not encumbered.
I'm gonna go for Lynn.
Yeah, I assume you're not encumbered, correct?
I don't think so, no.
Alright, cool, you're good then.
It was 5 times my strength, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not encumbered.
Alright, go right ahead. And you see the last hand currently grabbing at Isha as Isha's fighting back against it.
I will ignore what's happening.
Alright.
And seeing the woman that I told to be careful as she ran out, I will swoop down and give one more use of healing hand.
Lay on hands? Or
Well,
healing hands?
yes. It's lay on hands for anyone that's watching this happen, but yes, it's healing hands.
Yes.
Mia would say, hand her to me and I'll bring her inside
Alright.
so we can keep her safe.
So 1 hit point
To
goes into
everyone
Lynn,
else. Yep.
and she coughs back with your divine light that fades
I'm
into
just-
her.
I'm just holding her as she's staring at me.
She looks terrified.
Are you alright?
That's all she
Shh,
says.
shh, 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 shh. Don't speak.
Elle, it is now your turn.
After all of this is happening, seeing there's one more, she's gonna shoot the one at Isha.
Shoot a what?
Shoot a ray of frost again at the one on Isha.
Okay. Roll Ray of Frost.
Oh yeah.
The creature does have 3/4 cover because there's literally people on all sides of it.
Crit hit.
Okay. You completely freeze it in place as it was getting ready to start clawing at Isha's neck, and it just falls shattering to the ground. All of the hands are now dead.
As it falls, I'm gonna make a pass at it. Nope, I missed.
Well, I would bring Lynn back inside
Yep.
and have the
You would have to take her out of my arms.
she's on the ground, isn't she?
Oh, she's
That's
holding
holding her.
on to him with dear life.
I will carry her back inside.
All right, no problem. You get through the window that Mia so graciously destroyed for you.
Yep. Thank you for that.
Can I
Q, can you hand me the chair
Roll
and
some
my
type of
dagger?
check.
Yeah, I want to see if there's something going on with the storm, because it wasn't storming like this a moment.
All right, go ahead. Roll perception check, both of you, and survival
I
check
pick up
for
the chair and dagger.
yeah. Survival check for what's going on with the storm. Perception for whoever called out perception.
Wow, my rolls are ass today.
Just rolling out those bad rolls.
All right. Yeah, with the perception, you can't really pick up on anything. The wind makes it really hard to see very far in front of you. Mia. Gabriel, I'll get to you. Mia, first off, you had an 18 survival. We're going with that first, okay?
Okay. And then there's 19 on perception as well.
Yes, one thing at a time, please. With your survival, this storm has picked up quite a bit. It would seem to be a more natural one if you weren't so closely in tune with the elements. All of them, in fact. So, this is not a natural state for this storm to be in. Yes, it is a natural storm, but this is amplified somehow. With your perception check, you do hear walking around inside of the stables, a little bit to the north, but the doors do seem to be completely solid shut.
Hey, just so y'all know, there's something in there.
I quickly toss up the chair and give her the dagger,
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
and I make my way to the stable doors.
Alrighty.
I follow Hugh.
So,
Yeah, I was about to say, Kira, help me with this.
And I step one step out of the window.
alright. And Geralt, needless to say, you don't see shit.
Right. I'm still going to remain outside just to make sure, to maintain guard, essentially. Who knows what might happen again.
Alrighty. So, Kira, as you go over to the door, you slam on it a couple of times. It is solidly shut, so you rear back and with your boot push against the spread between the two halves, knocking it open. As you do notice an individual stumbling backwards, getting a little further in. This man is fairly tall, seems to be... He has a bluish tint to his skin, but there's nothing more discernible about him as it is. And he's holding up a lantern and currently has a huge bucket of hay. What? Holy shit! You scared the... He looks out. Lynn, are you alright? Lynn!
Shush. Stop now. Shush.
She
What?
got attacked.
Well, what
Can
what
I
happened?
roll to see if I knew what those things were?
The hands? Yeah, give me a religion check.
Did anything ping Jiro on when I did something?
Oh, yes, but I'm giving it just
Okay.
one moment for you to actually give a good
cool.
sniff.
Cool. Yep.
Kira, those were animated hands. A very low... I shouldn't say low. It's a medium-tiered capability that some arcane practitioners would be able to do. It is necromancy, and it is required to take the hands from a living person in order to animate these. The fact that so many of them were animated means whoever did this must be fairly powerful.
And are those fiend or like, or do they have a
Undead.
property like that?
Undead. And getting over to you now, Gabriel, after you take a huge whiff in the air, yeah, there's undead crawling around the tavern on the outside. And you sense 10, 20, maybe even 30 of them.
Oh God.
And
Is
they
this door
are-
locked here?
That door is locked, yes. But yes, Gabriel, you sense after that big whiff, all around this tavern, and even in the localized little bit of shrubbery around it as well, there are these animated hands crawling.
I'm gonna grab Lynn's hand as as I'm setting her down. I know our time has been short, that we've had this special moment together. But you need to defend yourself with the people that are in here.
What? You already killed them?
There are more.
Her eyes go wide. She runs back behind the bar.
Yep, that's fine. Just use something to defend yourself.
Hugh will lean in towards this new figure. Who are you?
My name is Kay. I work here. I'm the stable keeper. You see, he is holding a bunch of hay in a bucket.
Okay. You see the window? Go through there. Hide with the rest of the people. Do not go outside. There
Yeah.
could be more.
He's already running past you into it. So, you are the only one with this little bit of information, Gabriel.
Can I track with my Hunter's Bane undead?
Oh, your Hunter's Bane is undead?
It's undead, fey, or I linked it in the chat. Fiends, undead, or fey. I have advantage on Wisdom survival checks to track them, as well as intelligent checks to recall information. And I cannot be surprised, and I can only be tracking one at a time.
Okay. You can only use this one at a time. Okay, cool. So, give me a survival check with advantage. But yeah, Ellie, you did hear Gabriel, and Gerald, you did hear Gabriel as well.
Mhm. I just tell my brother to like keep watch proper.
I turn and I go, be safe. If anything happens, tell me and stay close.
All right. So.
And I will keep a vigil to make sure if anything else pops up, I can strike it down.
You all notice more of these hands seem to start leaping off the top of the building. Quite a few of them, actually.
I rush down toward Elle, and I shout, "You there, frail one! You must get behind me!"
I'm like wondering what's going on.
All right. And one leaps down directly on you, Mia.
Ooh.
Oh, it's getting a dagger.
It's attacking you
Turtle
first
coming for us.
with surprise because you didn't see it coming. 14?
No.
14 doesn't hit you.
Nope. 15 AC.
Wow. So it leaps down trying to grab onto you, and as it was about to find purchase, you slam and push it away from you. Everybody, please roll initiative again.
Also, Natural Explorer gives me advantage on the first turn of combat as long as the enemy has acted.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Yep. I knew I had it somewhere. It's also what gives me advantage on initiative.
Why?
I'm
Why
guessing
do
I
I
didn't
get
track
to-
any near me.
No, you were about to start doing that, and they started leaping off the top of the building.
Okay.
Come on, click
You didn't
the
need a
thing.
track. They're right here.
Yeah, right. But they got an 8 on their initiative. I'll change it back. Don't worry.
Ooh, did I win?
Initiative? You did pretty good.
Yeah, I win.
Oh, L.
I'm killing my luck this early, man. This is gonna be terrible in the long run.
Okay, so is everybody on the tracker? Come on, click the thing. There we go. Roll 20 is a beautiful, magnificent thing.
That's all the perks that Natural Explorer gives me, by the way.
Gotcha. Wait, you're Horizon Walker already?
No, Natural Explorer is first level.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, Ellie, you are the first one reacting as Isha push you back. You see these clawed hands leaping off the top of the building. And you look up and you see even more of them about to jump. What do you do?
Yee. Oh, they're on top? Oh, they're
There's
already on the
some
ground.
on top of the building. Others have already leaped down and are about to attack you. It seems to be a very large number of these
Oh.
things.
Here.
What'd you say?
And
I can't hear you.
if I cast Thunder Wave it's a 15-foot cube or so.
You could hit these 4 with 1 Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead, roll your Thunder Wave. I believe they have to make con saves. I'm just going to roll, what is it, 4 of them? So I'm rolling twice. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll
Yeah,
your damage. Oh, no. All of them are dead.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow. As I just spin my cane around and just slam it on the ground.
Yes. You watch as these 4 hands, just landing, leaping up towards her, are thrown and pulsed backwards and lie on the ground lifeless.
Nice one.
Alrighty.
I do have my skills summertime.
So you still have movement. Would you like to move?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see some on the roof about to jump down.
Could I make it back inside?
Well, there's 2 open windows. One is over here. So technically you could climb through that, because it is difficult terrain.
Also, if you move within my reach, I could protect you. You would know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll move. I'll my brother, just to be safe.
Okay. Go right ahead. Move yourself. Gabriel, you are next. The smell and stench of these entities are still fresh on your nose, and they seem to be crawling out from above the building.
I will shout out there are more coming from above.
All of you hear that.
And is that one like attacking Mia pretty
Yes.
clearly?
Mia just swiped it off and landed onto the ground, but it is attacking Mia.
So handsy.
Isha says, I hear you.
I'm gonna pull out my maul because I haven't even used it yet,
All right.
and just have this large, basically hammer made of steel and.
Okay, go ahead. Make your attack. 17. Go ahead, roll your... No, there's no way you don't kill it. So, you smash into it one time, and it flattens against the earth with a little... as all of the little bits of blood and gore from the hand squirt out across the ground. It is gone.
Is he
And
cutting
I
out for anyone
will,
else?
I will run towards where I saw L.
Was I cutting out again?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know what's happening.
You're fine right now.
Discord, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's completely fine. I'm just saying it's happening.
It's okay. My internet's dying too.
Okay. So, Gabriel is done. Isha, it is now your turn.
Well, I was going to do something badass, but I see that my thunder has been stolen. So I'm just going to really plant my feet here and take out my spear and hold my action for anyone that wants to try to make a pass in any of this area.
All right, so you're holding your action to attack something that comes into melee with you?
Yes.
Alrighty. Human, it is now your turn. Human?
Yeah, yep, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
just thinking. Sorry. I walk up 20 feet.
Yep. So this one is technically inside of this square, by the way.
Does using a ranged weapon attack against a person that is outside of who you're currently in melee range pose disadvantage or something?
If you are in melee with it, you have disadvantage.
No, but say I move here and throw a dart at one of the hands in front of me.
No, you do not have disadvantage as long as you are attacking something further than 5 feet away from you.
All right. I quickly take out a dart, fire it at this thing.
All right, go right ahead. Roll your attack. That's a hit, and that is a kill. Left or bottom? Which one?
Bottom.
Farthest away.
Okay.
Uh,
You throw out one dart, and everyone else sees a feathery, steel-tipped feather shoot out and stab into the hand, knocking it dead on the ground.
And I quickly do a roundhouse kick onto the one next to me with my bonus action.
Go right ahead.
All right, Chuck Norris.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. Very simple, very easy. Whoosh, dead.
Monks.
Alrighty. And now, Mia's turn. The one you were about to kill has just been killed already by Gabriel.
You said there's some on the roof, right?
Yeah, they look like they're about to start jumping down. They do have half cover
many?
currently. You can use a perception check if you want to know the number.
If I don't know it passively, then that's fine.
Okay.
There's at least a couple more left alive, I take it.
Way more than that.
I'm guarding this window, so I can see one in my range, so...
Yep.
And then the ones on the roof,
Yep.
which I am going to throw on the ones on the roof. So I'm going to throw 2 daggers.
Okay. They do have half cover, so their AC
Fine.
is increased.
If I miss, it comes back.
No problem.
Dagger, main hand.
That's a miss.
Boomerang
Comes
dagger.
back to you, though.
Rank dagger.
Dagger offhand, I have advantage. 22.
That's a hit. Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Half cover gives it a +2, and 2 is just enough to kill one of them on top.
Does the dagger slide off the roof?
Nope, it's stuck on top of the roof.
Alright, I'll get it in a bit.
All done?
Yeah, I'm guarding this window. I just basically pull out another 2 daggers.
Kira.
So my Hunter's Bane, did it tell me if there's any in this stable with me?
None in the stable, no.
So they're all outside. Alright.
Wait, what was the number of your check? 13, right?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, no, nothing else. Go ahead.
So this wagon over here, do I know if it's enough, like tall enough that I could climb it and get up to the...
It would take a little bit of jumping and an athletics check, but feasibly you could.
Okay.
The roof of the stables.
Well, I wanted to like just drop.
Not the roof of the tavern.
Yeah.
The roof of the tavern is way higher.
Yeah, the stable, which I'm
Mhm.
guessing there's some up there. I can
Quite
hear
possibly.
like moving around or something, but
Yeah.
I want to basically just drop my backpack off when I go over here. do this over to here, and then just try to jump up,
Give
climb
me an
up on the
athletics
roof.
check.
Where do you drop your bag at?
Inside the stable.
I'll guard it for you.
23. No problem. You leap up there and quickly throwing your glaive up, grab on top, lifting and heaving yourself over, standing and grabbing it once again. You do notice. Go ahead. I'll move you forward one.
Okay.
You cut out a lot.
Yeah, I can't really change that right now.
So if there's one within range of me, I would want to make an attack on it.
Well,
Or
you used your action for the athletics check.
okay, that's fine.
However, I will let you know there are 4 of them up on this roof. I just have to change the dynamic lighting so you can see them.
Sweet.
Are they the ones I've been throwing at?
No. Different section of the roof.
Oh, okay. I didn't know which section of the roof I was hitting.
Actually, I don't-
Tavern or the across the way or on top of the stable. You didn't really specify which roof they were on.
they're on all of the roofs.
Sweet.
So yeah, that's
And
what you
then,
see.
He said above
Bonus.
you, so I
Yeah,
would assume it's those.
they're up on the roof with me.
Okay.
Bonus action. I guess I'll ask this. Lightning will not cause oil to catch fire, will it?
Depends. You haven't
Lightning
experimented that
damage?
much. You haven't experimented that much. You can.
Technically, lightning is a form of heat, so
You,
it
you
could.
can. He doesn't
That's what
know.
I'm
His
asking.
character does not know.
Joey, we're not hearing you.
Your character does not know. You'll
Well,
try it and find out.
we'll find out. I'm going to launch a. If it's okay for a bonus action, just throw a flask of oil like off into the middle of them.
You could drop it, but to throw one takes an action.
Oh, well, in that case, I will just.
Level
pitch
1
it.
sucks, man.
Yeah. Can I pitch it like 5 feet out in front of me though?
You can drop it. Any more requires an action. Like you
You say
literally.
level
Uh,
1 sucks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Level
That's all
1,
that-
you don't have options. Level 1.
You kidding me? I got plenty of options.
Yeah.
Same here,
You
man.
have dagger, and you have dagger, and you also have
Exactly.
dagger. Geralt, your turn.
Woohoo! I'm not going to do anything, but I will. Can I do this? I read in my action. If my sister moves, I move with her. Is that a thing I can do?
Yes. However, I will tell you that if you hold your action, that takes over your reaction. So you won't be able
Does
to
it?
react and attack something if you hold your action.
I didn't know that. Then I'm just going to sit there, protecting my sister.
No problem. So, let's start with the first 4 that are attacking you, Kira.
Lovely.
What time of day is it out right now?
It's nighttime.
Winner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Winner.
your vision sucks because most of you are human. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that is 4. The first 2 do not have flanking, the next 2 do.
Miss.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
all at what's his face.
Yeah, I know. Hit. Miss.
All right, 2 hits, so a total of 6 bludgeoning damage as these hands are grabbing and clawing at you very quickly, trying to kill you very quickly as well.
Do I hear this?
Oh yeah. You don't get half health and not be heard, you know?
How
Next.
much did he take?
He took 6 damage in total.
Ooh.
Kira. Next, the one hand moves forward. Gabriel already used his action. Isha held their action. Hugh, you're getting attacked.
Okay.
17, I assume, hits you?
Yep.
Alrighty, you take 3 bludgeoning damage as well as it starts grabbing onto your wrist and squeezing horribly rough. Next, we have 4 more of these bastards falling off the roof.
Nope. 3. I killed one.
Yeah, 4.
There were 5, probably. It's like World War Z.
So, Gerald, one begins jumping off the roof directly in front of you, and then you see another one a second later about to jump on your sister. Do you attack the first one or the second? Gerald?
I go for the second.
Okay, the first one attacks you first then. Isha, you do get to take your attack of opportunity as one leaps down onto you. Alrighty. Isha, the 12 hits. Gerald, the 21 hits. And the one that attacked you, Gerald, missed. Both of you swipe these things away in one attack. Ellie, the one almost landed perfectly on your face like a facehugger, but your brother just stabbed it in the middle of the sky as it was falling as well. Hugh already got attacked. 4 over here. 1 on Mia is attacking Mia. And
Miss.
it misses. And that's everybody. At the start of your turn, Ellie, you start hearing some screams coming from inside of the building.
Oh yeah, I'm next to the window, right?
Yes, you are.
I'll take a peek first.
Go ahead, look inside.
DM.
I tell my brother, they're already inside. Yeah, and
No, sweet Lynn.
Yet. Is it? Give me a sec.
You do see 3 of them. One is attacking the dwarven woman, but the husband has a shield out in front of her trying to protect her. The other one is crawling across the bar quickly at Lynn, who is backing up just as quickly. While the last one is crawling up the half-elf's pant leg, going all the way up towards his neck.
TM, I forgot, but how much damage did I take from
3.
3.
Mr. Krabby?
3 damage.
I'll shoot the ray of frost at the one going to the barkeep.
Okay, go right ahead. Is it within range of you?
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Ooh, nice. Go ahead, make your attack roll.
Heck, it's within range of me, too.
Alright, you shoot out your ray of frost, and luckily you do freeze it over as it leaps into the air towards Lynn, and it shatters, slamming against her chest. She takes no damage, thankfully, but it was that close to killing her. She looks over at you with a smile. Thank you!
I just give a light wave and just use my bonus action to just shout over everyone. They are already inside. And yeah, I'm just gonna ready myself.
Alright, Gabriel, your turn.
I'm gonna strike the one that is to the left of me.
Go right ahead.
Oh, for the love of God, please hit.
Yeah, I could use you getting the one off of me so I can go inside.
Well, he's surrounded by 4. So, yeah.
Wait, what?
You're surrounded by 4. Oh, not sorry, wrong person. Yeah. Gabriel, what are you
when
doing?
did this happen? I
Yeah,
said I was
sorry.
gonna smash the one to my left.
Yeah, go for it. Well, Kira has one to his left. 13 hits. You kill it. One
And
hefty
then I'll-
slam, and it is eviscerated.
Yep. Did I notice the person running up the stair, running and jumping up there?
Your passive? Yeah. Even 11 you would
Maybe.
have noticed. Actually, no. With the wind and the blizzard
Yeah.
happening, it's kind of hard to notice things, so not really.
From here, can I see them though? Up on the top?
If you look at that direction, yes.
Okay, if I would to turn around, because I would be heading back to the window I came through.
Right. You do see this individual is trying to dodge out of the way of a few of these hands running and jumping and flailing.
I'm gonna head towards them then.
All right, go right ahead.
And end my turn. And that's it.
Isha, your turn.
How many made it inside? Did I know?
You don't know how many are inside. In fact, you didn't see any go inside. But you do know that there are some inside.
I would have heard the shouting.
There's one on Mia, one on Gerald, and there's more inside.
Let's see. I'm going to... Everyone out here is capable of defending themselves, but there are people who cannot inside. So I'm going to risk the attack of opportunity here and try to bolt past and then climb inside here.
Okay. Attack of opportunity.
Oof.
It
nice.
misses. It misses.
I definitely avoid. I shout, "Everyone, gather around this totem!" So I'm going to do my first badass. With a flourish, I pull out one of my totems and it slam it into the ground 5 feet away from me. So 5 feet away. Does it mean that I have to plant it in this square?
You could plant it anywhere within 5 feet of yourself, including where you are standing.
So, okay. It has to be adjacent to me. All right. That's... I plant a slender wooden pole 3 feet. At the tip, there is a carved wooden bear. From that bear emanates a spiritual essence. The one above that. It actually is the spiritual form of a spectral bear. Within, 15 feet of this, you see a sort of magical, otherworldly aura emanating from 15 feet around this pole. Oh, okay, that works.
Okay, and what happens?
I choose bludgeoning damage to be resisted by all who are within my...
Ah, very nice. So, anybody within this aura is resistant to bludgeoning damage.
So no choke outs.
Right, but it's only within 15 feet of the aura.
Well, that
Or
and
half-life.
And if the arms are considered non-magical.
Very good question. You don't know, but we will find out. So
It could be.
that was your action. Anything else, Isha?
I don't really have any grandiose bonus actions
All right,
in my kit.
Hugh, your ally is on top of the building tanking 4 of these hands. You see this. Your passive is definitely high enough.
With a flourish, I quickly eject my cloak off me,
All right.
dropping a lot of excess weight, dropping my weight down to 29.
Now, what does everybody see?
They see what some of them were. A bird-like humanoid with very flourished and colorful red and yellow feathers, in monken robes that reveal the entire chest, even though it seems like it was not really meant for him, as the feathers cover anything either way. And with him and to his side is a spear. I shall quickly dart up and to where Kira is.
What is your movement?
50 while flying.
Okay, you get up there really fast. Gabriel, you watch as this Aaron Cockra flies up past you and lands on top of the building. Go ahead, Hugh. Make your first attack. You have advantage from flanking with Kira.
And I can only do one attack because I already used my bonus action to eject.
You know what? Interacting with an object is a free action. Fuck it, it's a free action. Go for it.
Alright, then I'm moving over here-ish. First I'm using my spear. Attempting to stab into the one below me.
All right. Yup, it's dead.
Leaving the spear in it, and quickly trying to crush the other one with my leg.
All right, go right ahead.
My
That's a
first
miss.
fail.
That is a miss. You strike out against this one, but unfortunately, Kira rears back at the same time, and the hand was currently holding onto his arm, so you miss.
Kira, this is no time to be dying.
Mia, it is now your turn.
I see one on the halfling, so primary attack on that one.
Alrighty, go right ahead. Not the halfling, the half-elf, but yes. 10 misses, however.
Offhand dagger.
Go right ahead. 12 hits. 4 points of damage. As it looks like it's about to start crushing the man's leg, the dagger stabs into it and it rolls over onto the side.
And I tell him, as my other dagger returns back to me, bring me my dagger, please, so that I might throw some more.
Are you
I
getting
look
low
at the
on
hand
daggers?
below me. Oh god, no. I'm down 2 daggers right now.
Out of 15, I think? Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. And I can throw my scimitar if need be.
I'm sorry, how many daggers?
He loaded up. So, Mia is all
There's
done.
a reason why I took money over starting equipment.
He didn't buy
Kira.
leather armor. He actually made armor out of daggers.
Yeah. It's
I
called
did not
chainmail.
roll.
But
Maybe
called
you prefer-
harness.
Kira, it is now
Called
your turn.
harness.
So I'm going to attack the one to my left.
Go right ahead.
Or actually, do I have advantage? No, I don't have advantage on the one in front on this one, do I?
No, you do not.
If I move over here, though, does that opportunity, since I haven't left their area?
You would have opportunity from the one behind you.
Oh, I didn't know there's one behind me.
Yep, you still have 3
Okay.
more on you. Hugh killed one.
Cool, scratch that. I'm just going to attack the one in front of me.
Alright, go right ahead. "22 hits. It is eviscerated.
Just to really drive it home. And then I'm going to drop a vial of oil as my bonus action.
Alright. Roll me a d20. 11 and higher, it shatters where you are. Okay, it shatters where you are. Gets a little bit on your pant leg and all around you.
Perfect.
I would like to say that I am hovering.
Geralt.
Now is a good time to say that.
No,
Geralt.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
Is that one right next to me alive or dead?
Yes, it is alive. If you kill it, I just remove it because they're not of consequence if they're dead.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna strike out at that and then move a little bit closer to my sister.
Go right ahead. A 6 is a miss, unfortunately. You strike out and narrowly miss the very nimble fingers. That hits. It's dead.
Awesome, because I do get my first attack and then my secondary pommel attack because of my
Yep.
polearm master feat. And then I'm gonna move just right next to.
Alrighty. You take a step back. You're right next to her. At the end of your turn, you do notice... Oh, wait. Oh, no, I removed them from the turn order. They're 8.
Yeah, they're at the end. Yeah. Yeah, all the enemies are at the end. It's probably because you deleted the one that the initiative was based off of.
Yeah, I did. So, anyways, first one attacking you, Mia. Then 2 of them are attacking you, Kira.
You cut out again.
Nope. 2 are going to be attacking Kira. So no. And no.
Alrighty. So, with those ones done, the last one is going to be attacking the dwarf inside.
With disadvantage because of shield?
The dwarf's not that badass, but regardless, it misses her. Just barely, though. And you all do hear more of them are crawling around on the building as well right now. You guys get the sense that there is a very large number of these things, and the point of them is to be waves. In time, they will decimate everything around them. Also, those inside, the large man goes over inside. The half-elf and the halfling all start lifting up this table, and they motion for Isha and everyone else to get inside as they're trying to barricade themselves in. They are holding their action to do so. The human is holding their action to barricade your window with the drow elf, Mia. So, Ellie, your turn.
Oh, can I go in past Isha?
Yeah, it's no problem.
May I interject with 4 words before you make your...
Sure.
These are coming from outside. So I'm only allowed to say 4.
It's good. Well, we should barricade inside.
Okay. So, Ellie, you step in. There's only one inside, and they're waiting to close that window.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna fire at the last one.
All right, go right ahead.
Be favor with the commoner.
Pew pew, pew pew. That's a hit. Roll your damage. It is feasible for you not to kill these in one shot.
Okay,
It's
thank
dead.
God.
It is dead.
Yeah, his Ray of Frost and my dagger throw.
Yeah, I mean, his Ray of Frost could do 1. Could.
Same with my dagger
Yeah.
offhand.
Gabriel.
Oh, he said he'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Assume that
Yeah,
he
he just-
smashes.
Yeah, smashes everything nearby. That's all.
Yep, Gabriel dives through the window, landing inside of the Sora.
Does he provoke?
No, there. Oh, yeah, he does.
Or would he strike it before going through?
Nope, he dashes. He has to dash to get in.
Okay. It missed.
Isha, your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move closer inside. I'm going to suggest that everybody, including these dwarves, I'm gonna try to use my bonus, I guess, to convince everybody to get inside my aura.
Not much convincing is needed. Everybody wants to be in that right now.
Assuming they understand its nature.
They understand that you're killing the shit trying to kill them.
Fair enough.
Trust is very simple.
I guess I'll hold another spear strike. If any more things get in, I'm going to position myself here. Yeah, 5 feet of me in all directions around me. And I will... People outside should try to find the source. I will remain and defend these people.
Toss me my dagger.
All right, Hugh, it's now your turn.
Coolio.
You do hear the people all beckoning you guys to come inside, except Isha, who wants you to find the source of all of this madness. You can do so if you wish, or do whichever. Your choice.
I'm going to quickly fire a dart at the one below Kira.
Alrighty. Okay, 14 hits, and it dead.
At which point, I use 10 feet of movement. This was on the second level, correct?
Yeah, you were on top of the barn.
Okay, so on top of the barn. How high up is the
next part of the inn? 20 feet.
I go 20 feet up to see the top of the roof.
You see, with your passive, we'll call it
15.
20 to 30 more of these hands.
Oof.
It's on the edge.
Well, no, they're
Where's the
all
dagger?
around the roof, getting
Well,
towards
no,
the end.
I was talking about my dagger.
And you also see, Hugh, that in the very center of it, there seems to be a glowing circle of some kind. You're not proficient in Arcana, are you?
I am not.
Okay, then. But it is a glowing
I am
circle on
proficient
top.
in insight.
Would you like to use your action to incite the circle?
That was already done with the dart.
Okay. So yeah,
Where is? Can I see the dagger anywhere?
the dagger? Which one?
Mm-hmm.
My dagger
The one that Mia threw up.
on the roof.
The one, yeah, it's pinned to it, right on the top of the roof. It's pinned to a hand, stabbed into it.
We lost another one, boys.
So Hugh, what are you doing? Your movement, your action, no bonus, all done?
No, Okay, I used 30 feet of movement so far.
10, I thought.
10 to get over, 20 to get up. That's 30.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to use my. This is diagonally moving down. Not going to count anymore.
Not technically, no.
I'm just going to move over here and do like a drop kick on him.
All
with
right,
my bonus.
go right ahead, make an attack. Yeah, it's dead. And that's all 50 of your movement, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. Mia.
Well, with him being on the ground, can I use him as a stepping stool real quick to get to my dagger?
Hugh, are you a very sturdy individual? And
Nine
also, no,
strength,
it's
and that's 20 feet up.
No, it's 10 feet plus 20 feet. It's 30 feet up. Hugh is not that big.
He's 5 feet.
That's not 30.
That's why I was gonna jump.
Yeah, probably not gonna happen, buddy. You
Can I
don't.
use a dagger to hit the corpse off the roof?
You can use your action to try to do that. Yes.
Can I get to the roof from on top of the stable?
If you could get on top of the stable with an athletics check, yeah. Well, feasibly, it's harder to get on top of the roof from the stable because it's still 20 feet up. It's a hike to get up there.
And I remember right, she said there was a door in the stable that led to the bedrooms.
She did say that, yes.
Alright, so I'm going to move into the stables.
All right, go ahead. Take your movement. 5, 10, 15.
15.
Turn around, you see the door.
We
Right
got
here?
some.
Move forward 25 feet to get to the door.
Where's the door? Is the door right here?
That is the bridge on your the break in your vision is the door. Yes.
Then yes.
All right, you step up to it. Free action, grab the handle. It's locked.
Standard, try to open it.
Use your action to try to. How are you trying to open it?
Take out the lock.
So, no, you're attacking it.
Yep.
All right, make an attack against it. $23. That's a really solid hit. Roll your damage. You start carving into the edge of the door. You feel like 4 rounds of this, you might be able to get through.
Okay.
Kira, your turn.
Bonus action to attack it with a dagger.
Yeah, go for it, Mia.
Is there only this one that's on me, or is there still 2?
There's just one.
I want to
Hit.
attack it.
Go for it. Mia, hit. Okay. It takes a little bit more. Still gonna take you a while. You're literally trying to cut the door off. Kira hit, killed, dead.
And then, so with my bonus, can I try to like sense where all these are originating from? With my Hunter's Bane?
Yeah, give me a straight wisdom. Straight wisdom. They're coming from everywhere, man. And you do hear the people shouting, saying, "Get in! Get in!"
I'm guessing my lightning did not trigger the oil then?
No, it did not.
Sweet. I want to hop down, so that's...
Okay. Difficult terrain, climbing down 10 feet, so
It
that's
won't
about...
let me anyway.
Yeah, I know. I have to do it for you. That's
okay.
50. That's 20 feet to get down slowly. Boop.
And I'll move to right here with my last 10 feet.
You still have... No, you used your action. Yep. Gerald, now it is your turn.
Oh, I don't think he's back yet. His net probably died.
Cool. Gerald climbs inside.
Yeah, that would be the right choice.
He
Look-
said he was following his sister.
Yep.
Exactly.
The crawlers, they all start leaping off the edge of the building.
How many in this wave, I wonder?
Enough to kill us.
So far, definitely.
If
Have
I
you-
were smart, I would have used my bonus action on the last turn.
Hello?
Hey, we took your turn. You moved inside.
Okay, cool, thanks. I'm
Yep.
sorry, my internet literally just died on me. There's a huge thunderstorm where I'm at.
All right, so 3, 6, 7, 8 crawlers jump off the roof, landing gracefully onto the ground. Hugh, even that high up, they have no problem landing on their fingers. So, it took their full action to get here. At the end of their turn, the individuals start barricading the doors and windows, blocking them off from anything else. The dwarves are helping. Everybody is barricading. Hugh, Kira, and Mia, you all are outside while everybody else is barricaded in.
That's fun. We're used to being outdoor fighting.
So, I will ask you 3. Are you trying to fight this endless horde of hands? Or seemingly endless? Or will you flee?
I am trying to get inside to help Mia bust that door down.
And if need be, he can close the shed.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna remove everybody else from initiative for this, just for the time being. Ellie is off. So, Hugh, you are next. You see Kira's looking in towards Mia and that door. Hugh, you have all of these crawlers around you, only one of which is in melee. What would you do?
I look over to Kira. Don't die. And I fly straight up 30 feet.
One gets an attack of opportunity on you. You take 3 bludgeoning damage yet again as the hand grabs onto your leg and is still holding onto you. It's a hand. It has no other way of attacking you except squeezing you. It's attached to you. So, you have an action, Hugh, and a bonus. What would you like to do?
Can I see the glowing circle again?
30 feet in the air? Yeah, you can see it just on the bridge of your vision.
Still an endless horde up there?
There's still plenty more up there, yup. And you have the one literally on your leg squeezing you.
I quickly shoot a dart into the circle.
Okay, go right ahead.
And then attempt to stomp on the one squeezing me.
Okay, go right ahead, shoot your dart. 21 hits. 21 hits. The one squeezing you is dead. And your dart flies out towards that circle. And there is a person who puts a hand, one of the other hands, up and gets stabbed with your dart instead of allowing the concentration to be broken. You see the figure turn over towards you with glowing purple eyes, a silhouette of magical aura emanating from them, and a very dark, sinister smile. You didn't see them before as they were unmoving. Now, clear as day. This is some type of dark elf, but it is clearly the person generating all of these hands. It stands up, motions towards you, and you watch as all of the hands start fixating towards your direction now.
So, DM, how far could I see them jump prior?
About 30 feet in total.
I quickly look down and I shout, "The source is on the roof." And this might be a horrible idea.
Fall damage?
Oh, if you can pick me up, I can attack it.
Well, I mean, sure, go for it.
Burn the place down.
So, Hugh, what are you doing? You use your bonus, your movement, and your action, so technically you're done.
I still have 20 feet of movement.
Oh, that you do. And, yeah.
Go higher, go higher.
But as a wizard, it's probably just pew me out of the air.
There are trees that you could fly towards.
Are they within 20 feet of me?
There is a growth of shrubbery, larger trees that you could fly into, yeah.
Are they within the range of the hands?
Questionable.
I quickly dart into the tree.
Alright, cool. Hugh is far away.
Yeah, I figured.
Mia! There's a door in your way.
Yep, and there's a hand next to me, right?
Yep, and you see Kira is charging towards that door.
Hey, Kira. Close the door. I take my scimitar. I hit the hand away. Back!
Alright, hit the hand. Yeah, that kills it.
Dagger on the door.
Go ahead. Yeah, that is still a hit. It's a door. It's easy to hit. Alright, cool. You do notice that the door is getting weakened from Mia's persistent clawing and scraping at it. Unfortunately, she's been using a slashing or piercing weapon, which does almost nothing to doors.
Yeah.
Kira,
I need to close that door.
you can close the stable doors if you wish.
Is there? So there's only one open, or both are open, and it would
Both
be an
of
action
them-
to close them?
Yes, it would take your action to close them.
No, it's fine. I just want to take off sprinting and rush at this door and try to just slam into it.
Cool. Give me an athletics check. Mia, give a dex save, because he's just charging. Why did you have advantage? Oh, yeah, the door was weakened slightly. Yeah. Dex save,
Oh,
Mia.
yeah.
Mia. Okay, Mia, you just roll out of the way as he charges headfirst and slams into the door, knocking it open.
I like to think I just put my glaive on the ground and I just kind of pole vaulted up over their shoulder to kick it down and just run in.
I like it. I'll allow it.
And I'm guessing that was my action. So
End movement. I'll allow you inside the building.
sweet. And is it bonus or full action to drop caltrops?
Full action.
Yep, I see that now. Okay. Then
You still have more movement. You can move further in if you'd like.
yeah, I'm going to move further in. So it's
Cool. As you are passing that door, your passive perception is high enough that you notice the door has a blockage in front of it, like somebody barricaded it shut from this side.
Hey Mia, something's blocking this door. Keep them from coming in. Next, I'm gonna try to work on this over time.
Yep.
And I don't have anything I can do with my bonus, so that is it.
Cool. The hands go.
Oh, I'm anxious.
How the fuck do you think I feel?
Mia, you were one step forward when you dodged out of the way. Please move back.
I can't. There's something there. I didn't know if it was forced movement or not. I was just getting out of the way for his token.
Yeah, it was force movement. Your dex save allowed you not to take bludgeoning damage from him. 4 of them are attacking you. 1 of them has flanking.
Nope. Damn it. Nope.
Last one was flanking.
Nope.
Okay, 1 hits you for a total of 3, 4, 5 bludgeoning damage. Everyone else by the windows, you start hearing these hands start crawling and grabbing and slamming against the barricade. It's going to take your guys' consistent action to continually barricade it until it is to the point where nothing can possibly come in.
Could I, like, where the barricade meets the wall, I'll use mending to mend it to the wall?
Mending only fixes objects. It doesn't meld them together. Yeah. But
Yeah, that was just hoping for it. It's okay.
So you could fix the barricade as it breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
could do that.
doesn't mending
It's a
also
minute
take a
cast
minute?
Time.
Yeah.
It's a minute cast time. I found that out the hard.
What else does he have
Yeah.
to do?
Okay, Hugh.
It's a good point.
You do see these hands start flying out and trying to leap towards you, but you are just out of their reach as they land on the ground. And luckily, you're high up in the air enough that they can't possibly reach you from jumping either. The menacing figure, however, continues doing what they are doing for a moment, and then you watch as they just step off the building and begin gliding towards the tree off in the distance.
My tree?
The big tree. Not yours.
The sacred tree.
Yidris. The Yidris tree. Mia, you are completely surrounded by these hands. And that door is
Isn't
The
it
open.
only
my
one's
turn?
inside.
2 of them are inside. 2 of them are right on the outside, but you are completely surrounded by them.
Did you just skip over my turn?
Hugh still has
Oh,
actions.
Hugh, yeah. What would you like to do, Hugh? I apologize.
I felt as if I was being abandoned. Is the circle still there?
Yeah.
How far away is he?
From you, I'd say probably 50 feet or so.
Well, better to die here than see yourself become a villain. I'm going to use all my might to fly up to him.
Okay. You fly up. The individual seems to be paying you no mind as it is flying forward.
I attempt to body slam grapple him.
Sure, make an athletics check. Opposed.
I'm going to use my DM inspiration for advantage.
Go for it. So, as you try slamming into him, the individual just rolls out of the way slightly. Very accustomed to flying through magical means, apparently. That was your action? Bonus action?
Does a grapple count as an attack?
Sure, why not?
I'm going to attempt to punch him once in the face.
Go for it.
Well, I live how I die
So,
with honor.
as you strike out towards him, he looks down at you, and noticing this strike is very solid, you see an arcane shift glow around him as he shields himself. And you miss.
Almost.
What kind of AC does he have?
One that a
15.
+5 makes a 20 miss.
Yeah, he just counted shield.
Yeah.
He burned a spell. He burnt a spell. That's
Yep.
the big thing.
He used the spell.
I'm aware. I'm just saying, like, with a +5, he at least has to have a 16 AC.
Yep.
In
Casters
all
can have
fairness,
high
at
ACs.
least 2 people in our group have that.
Yeah.
And this individual is, well,
Could be higher level than level 1.
Mia. What are you doing?
I tell Kira, get the one behind me, as I shank with my offhand into the one that's right here, and then try to shut the doors.
Go for it. I will let you know, if you use your action to shut the doors while you're in melee with them, you will leave melee and they will get attacks of opportunity. Because you're not actively engaged in a fight. The thing is, they are right upon you, actively engaged. So, I'm just letting you know that beforehand.
Well, I'm killing one. Hopefully.
10 is a miss.
So I provoke from all 4 then.
Yep. And 2 of them would have flanking.
I'm gonna shank it again.
Go right ahead. That's a hit. It is dead. But that did take your action.
Yep, and my bonus.
Kira, it is now your turn. You see Mia fending them all off by herself, but she is getting overran.
I run over and stab at this one.
You have flanking.
Yes, I do. It is dead. And then I run to... Actually, no. I'll stay right here. And I will... That's it.
Now it is all the enemies' turns. These
Yeah.
2 are attacking you, Mia.
Miss. Thank God.
Woo! You were lucky. And you see another 10 of them jump off the roof. Now, Hugh. This individual smiles playfully at you. Snaps its fingers. And you see... What level would he cast that at? Yeah, let's call it 5 shards of light all piercing to you.
Oh, fuck. Well, I lived as Bahamut would have.
Well, you're not dead.
So, all of them slide and pierce all around you, turning you into a pincushion. And you fly down to the ground. Landing hard.
You're not dead.
Hugh, as you lie there on the ground, your vision fading, you watch as this individual reaches their hand out towards the tree, getting closer. And with a huge arcane rush, a dark necrotic energy pulsates out of them. And as your vision is fading away, the first leaf of the Ylandish tree, or the Yidris tree, falls. And your vision goes black. Give me a death saving throw, man. As a whisper, please.
Alright, so with 2 of them here, I tell Kira, close the door after I shank this one.
Alrighty. It's dead. It is also dead. And as you land the 2 final blows, you watch as the glowing of the tree fades away. And the leaves start blowing in the wind, and the blizzard carries them all over the place. 1 leaf lands on you, Hugh. Another one flies over. I need everybody to give me percentile rolls, please. Ignoring Hugh, not you.
You mean everyone outside?
A D100. No, everybody. D100.
Oh, I'm not outside.
I said everybody.
Oh, okay.
Could you roll for me?
Arigato, Mr. Rabato.
So, one of these leaves lands on you, Hugh. One of them flies through one of the breaks in the door as you guys are putting them up, Ellie, and lands right between the bridge of your glasses. Another one lands on you, Gerald, right onto your shoulder. Nice green leaf, tipped like a star. Little yellow imprint in the center of it as well. And everything outside turns still. Everybody out there watching in D&D and Twitch land, I thank you very much for joining us today. Everybody watching in the future, please feel free to tune in and watch us live Thursday evening starting at 7 p.m. Typically speaking, these sessions will go longer, but there's many things I have to prepare for now with the recent events that just transpired. So, if you like what you see, please drop a like, please share it. And if you want to interact with the games, watch us live on Twitch. A simple donation can help a player, hinder an enemy, or hinder an enemy and help a player. I thank you all very much for spending your time and your Thursday night here with us, and I really appreciate you. Have a fantastic evening.
I
By the
eat
way,
the
these
leaf.
are both dead.